What is going on, YouTube? Oh, let's zoom out here. We're at 1.1 zoom. What is going on, YouTube? We are just getting started with a little Amazon FBA Q&A. We got the TikTok live here. Maybe last TikTok live or second to last TikTok live, unless Mr. President comes through and signs an extension for the third time. So we'll see. Y'all make sure you subscribe to the YouTube just in case. Just noticed that Amazon put my product in the wrong category, and I think I need to open up a ticket. Yep. Just create a case with them. What do you need? My manufacturer and I agreed on 30 boxes, 10 units per box. I'm saying your capacity limit, Andy. It has nothing to do with your manufacturer. Maybe Amazon is only allowing 10 boxes because we send shipments that have way more than 10 boxes. So they don't have a limit of 10 boxes. What I'm saying is your capacity manager on Amazon, you may be over capacity. They give you like cubic weight or cubic volume limits. Hey man, what's the best way to source products as a beginner? Alibaba. Assuming you're doing private label. If you're not doing private label, you can't get products from Alibaba, but private label is the business model that I do. What kind of products do you sell? Private label or wholesale? Private label all day. Wholesale is a waste of time to me. Not saying it's not a good business model. People do well with wholesale, but it's not worth. I wouldn't get out of bed for 10% margins every day. You always say you need to get into contact with the internal team. What do you say to get them? Can you please escalate this case to an internal team? Contact seller support first, Sheep. If they can't help you within the first response, ask them to escalate the case. I want to differentiate my product, and cost goes so high just for the smallest things. You'd be surprised, Maritza. This is why I say to contact at least 10 to 15 manufacturers, because some manufacturers are going to charge you more. Some manufacturers are going to charge you less. Some manufacturers are going to be able to differentiate. Others will not. I was just talking to a student. We did product selection for him, and he was going through his differentiators, and he's adding a product that's kind of like it's also sold on Amazon as it is, and it's sold on Amazon for 30 bucks. He's getting it as a differentiator for $3. So what do you suggest to start wholesale in the Canada marketplace? I don't recommend wholesale, brother, to be honest with you. It's not for me. I don't think it's worth it. It's worth it for some people, but I can only speak for myself in my life. It's not worth it for me. Azak, all I see is your comment that says, and I got $69 in my account. It's all good, brother. Everybody starts somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I was broke before I started selling on Amazon, and here we are. God's plan. Thank you, God. Just keep hustling, brother. Keep your head up. Stay on the path. Thank you, boss. I'll try to figure it out. Nice, Andy. Let me know how that goes. If I'm still working on images, should I pause ads? If your ads are profitable, no. If you're losing money, probably. Also, how many reviews do you have, Busy? It's a really important question. Noted. I'll keep looking. Nice, Maritza. Nice. Yeah, 10 to 20 manufacturers. I'll never contact like 1 to 4 manufacturers. That's not even enough. And we have a really cool tool. I don't think I've ever shown this, to be honest with you. I'll show it to you guys right now. Well, I'll keep answering questions, but I'll pull it up and show it to you guys. But we created a really cool tool that helps with this. Will do. Thanks a lot, brother. A friend told me it took 4 weeks to change it in their case, so I want to move as fast as possible. I mean, I've definitely experienced that, Sheep. I'm going through an issue right now with Amazon where kind of similar situation. We've been dealing with it back and forth with them for a month. I actually wanted to also show you guys something else. I'll show you guys a bunch of stuff today that's pretty cool. I think I'm going to leak something that I said I wasn't going to talk about, but I'm just too impatient and I really just want to talk about it. So I'm going to leak it to everybody. Hold on, I want to pull this up for everyone real quick. Let me just get it ready. I'm going to keep answering questions. Also, guys, if we get to 3K likes and 30 shares, today we'll do live product research. Everybody's been loving it. We've been able to achieve the like goal for the last 3 lives. So I'm pretty confident that we'll be able to achieve it again on today's live. So let's get it. Yeah, so I want to show you this. Maritza, you're still in here? Also, let me just share this with YouTube Live as well so that they can see it as well. Let me keep answering questions. I want to catch up. And guys, if you ever think I'm not answering questions, I go line by line. I did see I accidentally skipped yours, ABC, but yeah, I don't try to skip questions if I accidentally do. Do you ship products from the manufacturer to Amazon or to yourself, then to Amazon? It's kind of a waste of money and a waste of a step to ship it to you, then ship it to Amazon. I never touch the bulk inventory of my products. I used to do this. A lot of the things that I teach nowadays, I learned from like trial and error. So like I used to ship products to me and then send them to Amazon. I wouldn't do third-party inspections. That was very silly. What are some other things that I used to do? That's the first thing that comes. I used to not get product inspections, but that's kind of also how I lost $12,000 to a manufacturer. So sometimes the things that you think is the end of the world or these big problems that arise, they're learning lessons. And I used to launch products that didn't have a good product criteria. I used to not differentiate products as well as I do now. And all of those mistakes were lessons that have made me a better seller. Do you have plans to sell off your brands at a certain point? Yeah, I mean, eventually. This one in talks of making an exit on. But the thing is, I'll never stop selling on Amazon Atom. So if I ever sell, let's say I sold every single one of my brands, I would just start new brands. New here. What up, Sidon? Hope I said that right. Good to have you. User 99, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you. Okay, Maritza's still here. So I want to show you this. It's pretty cool. Do you go? I answered that already. I don't know if you've answered my question, but do you help people figure out what to sell? I go over in-depth product research. Layden, did I say that right? Correct me if I'm wrong. But I go in-depth on product research. If we get to 30 shares, because we're already at 3K likes, we'll even go over some live product research right now. But in terms of like selecting a product for someone, I only do that for my mentorship students. We have the product selection option where based on the criteria that I use and teach, I will select your product for you. How much would you estimate that exit would be? Multiple or high 7 figures. Layden, thank you so much for the follow. NA, thank you so much for the follow. While we are waiting for some more questions, I want to show you guys this. Let me just share the screen to YouTube first so that they can see it. Make sure that I hide the link so that not everybody can access it. Oh, wait, I don't think I can. All right, we're just going to have to show it on TikTok. Sorry, YouTube. Okay, because I can't hide the link. And I'm not trying to just give away access to this thing. But so I created this for my students. And Maritza, if you're still in here, don't think that I'm trying to shill the program to you. I'm going to explain how you can do this without even being in the program, but just a really cool tool that I made. It's called the product tracker tool. So you can add a bunch of products, right? All the products that you have in your pipeline. This is a tool that I honestly never talk about, but a lot of my students use it and they really like it. And you can change like the status of the product. So maybe you're in the research phase, maybe you're in the sourcing phase, maybe you're in the sample phase, quotes, or maybe you cancel the product, you don't want to sell it. You could always go back to a product and move it into a different status as well. And then what's cool about this, obviously these aren't products that I sell, this is just an example sheet. What's cool about this is when you scroll down here, there's a bunch of different things that you can do, make sure that it meets the criteria. But so this is kind of like what we do. So you'll have supplier name, you'll have the supplier link, price, low price, trade. Do they have trade assurance? So you can check these things off the box. Verified supplier. Have you contacted them yet? Yes or no? And then what you can do is, where is this? Boop, 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 boop. So you can just do new page, new page, new page, and you can add all of the suppliers that you're contacting. Now, if you guys aren't in the program, an easy fix to this is just a simple Excel sheet so that you guys can keep it organized and you could still achieve the same results. So pretty cool tool that's available, and it takes people through all the phases. So product development and inventory, and then getting quotes, and then your test order, helps you calculate your margins. Good, cool, good for staying organized. Yeah, 100%. It's important to stay organized when you guys are operating the business, right? So yeah. I don't know why it does this. I want to share this to YouTube too, but I don't think it'll let me, because every time I leave the tab. Anyways, y'all make sure you drop your questions down below, and remember, get us to 30 shares. If you guys click the share button and click copy link, it counts as a share. You don't actually have to send it to anybody. You guys can click copy link as many times as you want, and it counts as multiple shares. As soon as we get to 30 shares, we'll do live product research. I sell products on Amazon, Sidon, so I leverage Amazon's platform, the largest platform in the world, hundreds of millions of customers, and FBA stands for Fulfilled by Amazon. So I send my products directly to Amazon's fulfillment centers, and then every time I get an order, Amazon will pick, pack, and ship the order directly to my customer. Lazy, thank you for sharing the live. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody in the live vibe and asking questions. I also posted some gem videos on the page today. Sidon, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you as well. Posted some gem videos on the TikTok today. These ones are some beginner-friendly videos. So last video is everything you should do before launching a product to sell on Amazon. And then second to last video is how to launch your first product to sell on Amazon. So Amazon gets 70% and you take 30%, right? No, Amazon takes 30%. What do you think of our name, Tavaro? I think it's good. I think it's solid. It's generic in the sense of like you're not tied to one brand or anything. So I think that's pretty solid. And it's, yeah, pretty sleek. After I send invoices to get them gated, can I just return the items right after? Yeah, if you want. I also don't do arbitrage or wholesale, brother. I do private label. I own my own brands. I create my own products. I'm not a reseller of other people's products. I'm not a big fan of those business models. That doesn't mean they don't work. I wish you well on your journey doing arbitrage. But yeah, when I started to sell on Amazon, I wanted to create a business. I didn't want to create a job for myself. When I was first getting ready to sell on Amazon, I was working for my cousins, and they do private label, but they do it a little bit different. Actually, really quick, I'll say that after this story, actually. They do it a little bit differently than I do. So they get components sent from overseas in-house to their manufacturer or to their warehouse, and then they produce the product. So my job working for them was, could my bookkeeper handle my trademark LLC and trademark? I mean, you could just do that yourself, bro. It's pretty straightforward. I don't know if a bookkeeper is an expert in getting trademarks. It's a completely different trait. You'd have to ask them. I also use QuickBooks for bookkeeping. A lot of it is automated, and then Like my CPA wouldn't do my LLC or trademark. So you'd have to ask your guy or gal. But anyways, so my job there was to help manufacture the products, right? We were putting together all of the components, and I vowed to myself as I was doing that job that I would never, ever, ever want a warehouse or an office. It's a really cool story, their story. I saw them go from making their products in their kitchen, just them, and then they upgraded to a single like office, like a what do you call? Well, I guess it's called an office, but kind of in like an office park, how there's like multiple offices. And then they were growing so fast at such a fast rate that they rented the office next door because someone vacated. And then they were growing so fast that they rented another office right next to the other office, right? So they had 3 offices in the office park. It was cool. And then finally they graduated to, I think it was like a 2,000 square foot warehouse, and then it went to a 3,000 square foot warehouse, then to a 5,000 square foot warehouse. But even then, I vowed to myself that I would never want to step in a warehouse again unless I was going to visit them. Because I saw that, like, even to this day, yeah, they have employees, but they essentially created a job. They're always having to work. They're not necessarily able to like go leave and travel. They do little maybe weekend trips. They're also not the traveling type. But they don't go out for like a month at a time or whatever, because they don't really have anybody who they're relying or who they can rely on to the degree of making sure that the shop operates the same way as if they were there. I vowed to myself that I would never want to do something like that. I respect it and God bless them, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be in the position that I am today. But yeah, not for me. Creating a job for myself was not for me. I wanted as much of the process automated as possible. Remember, you guys, if we get to 30 shares, we've already got the light goal. If we get to 30 shares, I already told you guys how to get those shares. We'll do live product research today. We're only at 1. Would you negate a keyword if it has 15 clicks and no sales, but the keyword is broad keyword? Not if it's super relevant, Lux. I only like to negate things that are completely irrelevant, or like if you get like 50 clicks, 30 clicks, but even then, if it's relevant, it's a conversion issue, not a keyword issue. What up, Noah? Good to see you, my guy. Also, you guys, I was going to leak something today that I wasn't planning on talking about until it was officially released. But if we get to those 30 shares, we'll do live product research, and I'll also leak the thing that I was planning on leaking. Okay, so you would just lower. Oh wait, I skipped one. What are the chances my supplier is also a seller on Amazon? Pretty high, to be honest with you. But it's not something that you should worry about. I would say that every supplier that I've ever contacted is probably selling on Amazon. But here I am. You know what I mean? I saw a comment on one of my videos. I will make a video response to it, but it's like, what happens if your manufacturer steals your product? Then they also sell your product. Beauty of Amazon is there's enough room to go around, or there's enough success to go around for everybody. Number 1. Number 2, do it better than them. Manufacturers are not good at PPC. Manufacturers are not good at creating optimized product listings. They're good at undercutting people, so they'll beat you on price, but you beat them on everything else. Yeah, they can't steal your brand, of course, especially if it's trademarked. Lazy ABC, thank you guys for sharing the live. We're still only at 3 shares, y'all. So remember, just keep clicking copy link on the share button. It counts as multiple shares if you guys do it multiple times. I don't care if it's one person who gets us 30 shares, but we got to get to 30 shares for us to do product research. But we've also already been on live for a bit of time. So the faster we get the shares, the faster we do product research, and the more we're able to do it. Would you still lower bids in that scenario? Yes, potentially. I'd have to actually see it, but potentially. It depends if your bids are high. Like if you're looking at your clicks and a majority of your clicks are coming from top of search, then yeah, I think you have some wiggle room to lower the bids there. Let's go, Noah. Y'all thank Noah, because if we do get to the share goal, it's going to be because of him. What's a good amount of profit to make per unit when starting out? 30% margin, Joshua, pre-PPC. but that's on your first order. This account is 40% margins after PPC, and then on average across accounts, it's 36% margins after PPC. And thank ABC, he's also going to get you guys to the share goal. Let's go, 30 shares, just like that. See how easy it is, you guys? You just got to want to see us do product research. Appreciate you, Noah. Appreciate you, ABC. Everybody who wanted to see product research, thank those two guys because they're the reasons that we're going to do it. So yeah, how about we do this? 30% ACOS, no, 30% profit margin, brother. All right. So profit margins calculated after FBA fees, cost of goods, and shipping. What category do you guys want to do product research in? Or do you want to do something else? Do you guys want me to show you the difference between FBA, FBM, show you guys how to calculate margins? Do you guys want to do product research? Do you guys want me to show you how to differentiate a product? Launch the product, I'm waiting on Vine reviews. Other than that, what can I do to increase my sales? Push for friends and family reviews, allegedly. I'm not suggesting that. I'm just telling you what other people do. But yeah, you gotta get reviews, brother. Research or differentiate. Okay, let's do, because I'm assuming not everybody's even going to comment. So let's do first one, either product research or differentiate. First one that gets to 3 comments we'll do. So quick feet don't sink. Closed mouths don't get fed. Drop in the chat. If I see 3 comments for product research first, we'll do that. If I see 3 comments for differentiation first, okay, I think we're going to do research. We technically already got 3, so let's do it. You guys drop. Yeah, okay, cool. I mean, I already know how to do both, so these lives are for you guys. I want you guys to get value from it. So you guys drop. Actually, we don't even need to say that. Noah already. And since Noah got us to the share goal and ABC, we're gonna do what he chose. So we're gonna do some product research. We already got our category that we're gonna look in, which is good. I'm glad that you picked this one, Noah, because surprisingly, we've done product research the last few days, and this is my favorite category, but it's the one that nobody has picked yet. Interestingly enough, let's do this. Let me share the live. We're going to share it to YouTube first so that they can see the screen. Remember, you guys, just in case TikTok does go away on June 19th, make sure you guys are subscribed to the YouTube channel. I'll still be going live there every day if we ever do lose TikTok. I'm not a really big fan of IG. So if you guys want to still see the content, make sure you're following me on YouTube. Hey, brother, here to support. Let's go, Nano. Appreciate you, my guy. Using Amazon IP Accelerator program will give you fully brand registration or pending. Well, it's going to be pending until your trademark is approved. And then you'll get brand registered. Well, you'll be brand registered right away, even if your trademark is pending. But in terms of having an active trademark, you still have to wait the process just like normal. So you start research on Amazon, not Helium-10. I have 2 methods, ABC, but this honestly is like my new favorite method. I can show you guys the Helium-10. We're still going to use Helium-10 right now, but yeah, this is my favorite one so far. But I can't. Yeah, you can, bro. Like I said, you get brand registered. The a pending trademark and being brand registered are 2 completely separate things, Samir. If assuming your trademark name isn't taken, you'll get brand registered in 5 days, and then you have all the perks and access of brand registry on Amazon. But you'll probably have to wait like 6 months for the trademark to actually be approved. Okay, you guys want to start with product research, or should I leak the thing that I was gonna leak with you guys? I kind of want to do it when there's like less people, because as we do product research, I would assume more people will join. Yeah, I think we should leak it. Hold on, I have to hide the link. Okay, so now YouTube can see this. So this is the thing. He says, "Can I leak it for you?" I mean, you could say it now, but don't say it after I'm done showing it. Nobody talk about it. Okay, so this is the AMZ Masterclass AI agent. So I created this. Oh man, this is gonna be sick. This is the first time I've actually shown what it'll look like. This is gonna be something new for my my mentorship students. It's only going to be available for my students. Not any, you guys won't have any access to it. But I have a little sample thing right here because I'm just showing you guys all of its capabilities. But essentially every video that I've ever made, every question that I've ever answered from my students in my Facebook group, we've transcribed it into this AI. So this is essentially Luke AI in Luke Basha form right here. It's pretty sick. So this will be able to validate products for students. Students will be able to ask, what's Luke's product launch strategy? And it will be able to tell them. It'll also give them references. So if you see right here, direct resource links. So it'll give them the reference of what lesson their question is answered in the program, and then it'll give them a direct link to get to that question as well, or to get to that section. So again, this is just, it's still in its learning phase, so that's why it's not fully done right now. But on top of that, one of the things that I'm most excited about, aside from it just being super sick, is, so check this out. This is a sample, so I just made it up, but create a case for Amazon seller support regarding them saying, I can't change my brand name per Amazon's brand name policy, but there is nothing in the brand name policy that says that we are the brand owner. And then number one, it's going to give you some course context. So where I talk about these things in the course. So the lesson, how to get brand approval for a product, and then how to create a case with Amazon seller support. And then here, it's going to create a response for them. Hello, seller support. I am the brand owner for ASIN. I'm requesting an update for brand. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but, and then on top of that, so you can go and respond to the AI. And I said, this was Amazon's response. Hello. And again, I made this up. This is actually a real response from Amazon on a case that I had, but like, this is a fake ASIN. I made this up. And then this is obviously not my brand name, Luke's brand. I'm just using it as an example. But so I told the AI, this was Amazon's response. Hello, from Amazon Brand Registry Support. I understand that you want to update the brand name for ASIN blank. We've reviewed your request to change the brand name to Luke's brand. We're declining this request, blah, 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 blah. And then I said, please create a response for this. We are not changing our brand. Our brand name has always been on the product, and we want that to reflect on Amazon. So then it's going to come back and give you a response. Hello, thank you for your response. I respectfully request a review and reconsideration for ASIN, blah, blah, blah. Like I said, that's a made up ASIN. To clarify, the product packaging have always featured your brand name, not generic, and we are the brand owner. And then you can also tell it, so it'll also say right here, if any additional documentation is needed, please let us know. Otherwise, please escalate the case to an internal team for further review. This is kind of like what I was telling you, Sheep. I'm pretty sure he's still in here. So this is kind of like what I was telling you, to escalate it to an internal team. And then let me give you guys, I'm going to put the phone down real quick because just so I can type this. So what is the product research criteria? Now, again, it's currently in the learning phase, so this isn't fully done. It's going to take a little bit longer in the learning phase, but when I launch the final version, it will be as fast as any other AI. So once I show you guys this, we're going to go back. So check this out, son. So again, what is the product criteria? It's going to reference what lessons I talk about the product criteria. It'll tell you the module and what section it's in. And then it'll give the exact criteria that I use to launch potential products. It'll give you direct resources. So product criteria, the section on how to analyze a product, and then how to use Helium-10 to find successful products. It's a pretty sweet tool, if I do say so myself. I will be announcing that, God willing, by next week. Let's hope TikTok is still here, God willing. But yeah, that's the new tool. Stay tuned. Again, only available for AMZ Masterclass mentorship students. But yeah, I'm very excited. Very, very, very excited. Okay, we're going to do product research right now, by the way. Okay, so you can just immediately say that within the first mail you send to get it done faster. That was the second response. So notice the first response was, hey, we have this issue. The next response, I put in like that Amazon declined it. And then the next response, I asked them to escalate it to an internal team. I tried OA, I just don't like it. The thing with ungating, I just want to launch my own thing. Nice, Alex. Alex, you've been in the lives a few times, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, man. I mean, I've always said it. You've probably always heard me say it. I don't like arbitrage or wholesale either. I think it's not worth the time. Private label is the way to go. Most people will, and this weird thing of like people thinking that you have less of a chance to fail on the other business models, but that's just not true either, if I'm being quite honest. But let's do product research now. But yeah, so we already saw that thing. We can't talk about it anymore. That was just whoever was in here. Whoever was in here got to see it early. If I'm being honest, you guys actually saw that before my students did. My students are going to see it for the first time on Thursday. I feel kind of stranded. I don't know with the ungating. Yeah, man. I mean, I don't really have to deal with that for most private label products. Okay, so just hope the job on the first message. If not, immediately go after internal team. Yes, sir. All right, so let's explain the process. I know that was a little bit of time in between, but Noah wanted to look at home and kitchen category. We're going to go to Amazon and we're going to search something generic like home and kitchen. And this first phase is just the product idea phase, product generation phase. So we're going to scroll through Amazon and we're going to look for a product that catches our eye. Because I already know how to do product research, everybody, I'm not going to select a product. You guys in the chat, first person who says something is the product that we go with. You guys in the chat are going to select a product, and then I'll show you guys how to analyze a product. One thing that I want to make clear is I purposely am not going to find a product for you guys to sell. Unless somebody here gets lucky. Watermelon tool. Which one was that? Which was that? I don't see it. Oh, this one. So the thing with this one, bro, we can definitely check it out, but like just because, so this is, I like to explain the thought process to all of you. My guy Airstick, I'm so happy you joined. It's always good to see you, brother, but I wish that you joined like 10 minutes ago. I just showed something really, really sick, but you'll see it on Thursday, bro, if you're on the call. Anyways, so if I went and did look at this product, I would know that the average price is already too low. There's some products that I'm not even going to spend my time on, like this one with 193,000 reviews. I already know that that product is going to be, that its average reviews are going to be too high in the market. I already know that this product is going to be priced too low in the market. So then like I can spend time looking at these, but they're not going to be products that meet the criteria, right? So let's try to look for another one. And this is kind of where like you start when I say like the more product research you do, the better that you will get at product research, because you'll start to catch those things. You'll start to see, where is this one? You'll start to see that I'm not going to even spend my time looking at a banana hook because these products are probably all going to be priced under $15, and we want a product that's at least $30 with an average price of at least $30. So with that being said, let's see if we can find another one. You guys are going to be the ones who have to tell me. I am not going to select a product. I already know how to do product research. I already have a product lead list that has hundreds, literally hundreds of products that meet my criteria. And if I want to go launch a product, I just go find a product on that lead list, select it, and I launch it. Anytime I want to go select a product for my student, I just go on that list, select a product based on their budget, and find it. So let's do it. Chat, you're going to have to select a product. Remember, I'm not going to do it for you. It's funny, I've also been doing this so much that I already saw 2 products that I think would meet the criteria. Are you updating your list? Sometimes I update it every week. I literally get new products every single week. That's why that's an interesting one. There we go. Oh, this is an ice cream maker, not an ice cream mug. I think that's the brand name, Dash My Mug. But let's look at that one. So ice cream maker, we see that the price is solid, 1.8K reviews. Now, I know that's obviously more than our average, but when you see a product like this, maybe this is the top reviewed seller. If this is the top reviewed seller, then you still have a chance of the average reviews being pretty solid. So let's do it. So we're going to identify the main keyword just to give you guys context. I get a little ahead of myself. I've been doing this for so long. So the main keyword is going to be in the title. So for this one, it's ice cream maker. For this one, it's knife set or kitchen knife set. For this one, it's food storage container. See how quick I can do it? For this one, it's food scale. For this one, it's vegetable chopper. For this one, it's under sink mat. For this, no, let's not use that one. For this one, glass measuring cups. Bro, immediately want to check the search name. Is there any free alternatives? I mean, the thing with free tools, Noweed, is that they're not going to give you the best data, bro. So I use Helium 10. I don't use SellerAmp. The owner of SellerAmp literally always messages me trying to get me to use his software. I'm not about that. Keepa, I don't use. I just use Helium 10, but I also do private label. So let's go back to this product. We see ice cream maker. Parnas, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody in the live vibing, asking questions. Y'all also make sure to subscribe to the YT channel. Naweed, thank you so much for the follow. I'm live on YT right now. YT, say what up to TikTok. TikTok, say what up to YT. Because just in case TikTok does go away on June 19th, which is in 2 days, I will still be going live on YouTube every day. So y'all make sure that you lock in. I'm hoping it gets extended, but you never know, right? Pray for the best, expect the worst. I guess you shouldn't pray and expect for the worst, but have faith. Anyways, so we're going to go here and we're going to look up what we think is the main keyword, ice cream maker. So look right here. Oh, no, look right here. So search volume is 161,000. I'll tell you why it's so high. Again, I've been doing this for so long that I already see the trends without even having to go look at the market, but let's go. I'm going to share this tab with YouTube instead. Make sure that it's solid, sweet. All right. So now we're going to see, this is actually a bit of an interesting market because this one has less products. Anytime you see the product layout like this, like 1, 2, it's going to have less products on page 1. It's not like our standard. Let's go back to this tab really quick. It's not like our standard where we see the products across. This product page is going to have 49 listings, I believe, or 48, and then, or maybe, yeah, and then this one's going to have 32. So let's pull up our Helium 10 X-ray extension. Somebody did just make a really good point. Ninja Creamy stealing the show. I actually kind of want to get that product if I'm being honest. So when we see, actually, sorry, I said 32. It's 32 without sponsored products, right? Let's confirm that. Yeah, 32 with sponsored products. It's when we do hide sponsored products, it's only 18. Jay Shop, thank you so much for the follow, my guy. Appreciate you. Appreciate everyone who's followed during this live and just who's following me in general. Now, when we see only 18 reviews, let's actually let you guys do it right off the bat. Is this or is this not a good product? What does it mean when it has less? Just some product categories have less, bro. It doesn't mean anything. It's just that some, I'll show you guys the layout really quick. When you see the layout look like this versus like this, it means it's just going to have less. So you have to keep that in mind, especially if like if the average reviews for a product that only had 18 organic listings was 800, you have to consider that that's actually higher than it would probably be if it had more listings. Look at this. You guys are getting better at product research. And anyone who's new here for context, these little lessons are not, what's the difference between sponsored product and others? So sponsored means that they're paying to get there. Non-sponsored means that they're organically there. Cesar, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you. But everybody who might be new here or never seen us do product research, the goal of this is I'm not going to just hand you guys a product. So yes, sponsored does equal PPC, paid to be there. I will almost never show you guys a product that meets the criteria. I've looked at thousands of products, so I've actually seen pretty much every product that, not every product, but most of the products that people bring up. The whole idea of this is to teach you guys how to fish. I'm not about to hand you a fish. And like the people who just came in here and was like, bad product, 4,000 average reviews. Iman said a lot of reviews. Luck said average reviews too high. They've been in the lives while I do this pretty often. So the whole idea is see how they were able to identify right away why this is not a good product. Average reviews are 4,000. It's too high. They're getting better at product research. And I always say product research is a numbers game. The reason why I'm able to identify things before I even pull up my X-ray extension here is because I've been doing it for so long. And so I know I'm explaining it, but in about 5 seconds, we already saw that this product is not something that we would launch. So we would go back here, let's share this tab with YT2. We would go back here and we would repeat the process. So you don't have to spend 30 minutes analyzing one product. And if you analyze products as fast as I just did, you could literally look at like 20, 30 products in less than an hour. 500, Mohammed. Yesterday, I told you the product criteria, bro, and you got to go look at some of my videos. I also talk about it in my videos. How do I look for manufacturers on a tight budget? So ideally not Walmart. I mean, those aren't many. Walmart's not a manufacturer. Target's not a manufacturer. You're doing arbitrage, no weed. I do private label. So I'm not selling existing brand names. I'm not selling Apple products, right? I'm creating my own brands, finding water bottles like this. And no, I would never sell this product. And no, this is not my brand name. I would never show you guys my brands. But I'm taking existing products like this, putting my own brand and logo on it like this. It's a little scratched up. I need a new cup. And selling them as my own. Team MC, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you. And as well as Abraham, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you as well, brother. And everybody vibing, asking questions, participating in the lives. Remember, I do these lives for y'all. I'm going to get to that right now. Times, I mean, I can already tell you, no, it's not, but I'll explain why in a second. I'm doing live to a product research, and I think I found one. It's just oversized, 13 pounds. That's not bad as long as your margins are good, Iman. 13 pounds is still under my limit. I probably cut it off at like 15, 20. And also, by the way, guys, we can also set, because hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself. How much money to start for this business model? 3K. Why do you like this method versus Helium 10? I'm just a big fan of it. I have done more products using this method than I have with Helium 10's method. If you guys want, we can go over the Helium 10 method as well. If we get 5 comments that say Helium 10, then we'll go over the helium 10 method right now, unless if you don't comment if you guys want to keep doing the Amazon search method. I like it and like your videos. Let's go. Appreciate you, bro. So why is the garlic press not a good product? Because we already know that the average price in that market, where'd it go? We already know that the average price in this market is going to be under 30. We don't even need to go look at the product market. If this product's priced at $4.99, do you think somebody's going to sell a $35 garlic press? Maybe one person, but it's not going to be the average price in the market. So we want products that are over 30. And you can set filters here. So let me show you, where's our price filter? You can set price filters here. So, oh, not up to 30. Whoops, hold on. I set the wrong filter. Let's go this. Or let's do this. So we could set a filter to $30 here and then click go. So now it's only going to show us products that are priced at 30 if it ever loads. Shout out Amazon. There we go. Okay, so it seems like everyone wants to keep doing the Amazon search method. So let's rinse and repeat, y'all. Just back to the drawing board. It took us a whole 10 seconds. So people selling products around $4 a mount, are they losing money? No, not necessarily. The Amazon fees are going to be really low for that. Sometimes they're manufacturers. Sometimes people are taking a loss to help increase rank of a product. There's a lot of different aspects with it, but you know, we have a product that's $9.99. I wouldn't recommend that. That product was created 5 years ago, and we have great margins on it. Okay, let's do it. Again, I've seen like 3 products just right now. I'm not going to say them. You guys are going to either have to guess or figure it out. Hey, brother, what are some good categories to look for in Black Box again? Jeff, I talk about it in the program. I'm only saying that because I'm pretty sure this is the Jeff that's in the program. But, you know, home and kitchen, office products, baby products, pet supplies, toys and games, sports and outdoors, tools, home and improvement. If you guys want to do a hard one, let's do tools, home and improvement. But we can also stick to anybody who wants, by the way, we can switch categories. First comment is we will go ahead and do. Also, Jeff, in the mentorship call this week, bro, I'm about to show you guys something really sweet. All right, Cesar said tools and home improvement. Let's do it. That's probably one of the hardest categories I'll be on that call, bro. Nice. Yeah, I'm going to show you guys something sweet, brother. Special announcement on the AMZ Masterclass call this week. It's going to be fun. I'm not going to lie, Jeff. There's too many people in the live. The video of the categories are in. Go to the one with the helium 10 black box. I think I talk about it then. Oh, dude, Jeff. Yeah, you got to be on the call this week, brother. The fact that you just said that, because I'll go look at the curriculum and I'll let you know. But yeah, bro, I'm excited for Thursday. I'm really excited to share there's too many people in the live for me to talk about it right now. But it was like 9 people in here. I did leak it. Actually, this is the tab that I leaked. Now you can't see it. Okay. Oh, I got to do a puzzle to stay on the live. Here we go. Yeah, you have to pay for some kind of product research software. Research, we get a lot more people in the lives, bro. So Cesar said, let's do tools, home, and improvement. So let's do it. That's probably my least favorite category to do product research in. That's why I said it's one of the harder ones. If you guys want to do some hard tools, home, and tools, home, and improvement. So share this tab instead. We go here. Nice, brother. How's it going? What up, Conrad? Sorry, bro. I don't get to see the YouTube live when I'm on here, when I'm doing the product research, but good to see you, brother, as always. We're going to switch over because we did home and kitchen for a little bit. But tools, home, and improvement. So we're going to search something generic on Amazon. Let's also clean this. We're going to search for something generic like tools, home, and improvement, baby products, toy products, and we're going to do some scrolling. Now, you guys let me know if you see a product that catches your eye. So I'll scroll slowly here. And I'll let you guys know so that we just time. How many products do you have so far on Amazon? On the account that you see right here, 9 including variations across all accounts, because I have 4 7-figure seller accounts, and then we have 1 new account that we just started. So across accounts, over 40 products, including variations. All right, you guys tell me a product that catches your eye. Where's that? Socket set and shovel. Where's that? I don't see it. Am I just blind? Where's it at? Time? I don't see it. Also, if you're referring to this one, average reviews are going to be high. So y'all let me know if there's a product that catches your eye. I actually see a few, to be honest with you. Yeah, that one is going to have a high average review, bro. So like I said, there's some products that we don't even need to spend our time with because they probably won't meet the criteria. I mean, if you want, we could look at it, but like I said, I mean, how about we just prove my point? Shovel. It's hard to do with one hand. Oh my goodness. Shovel and what is it? Shovel and where to go? Shovel and rake hanger and rake organizer. Nope, that's probably not it. Let's do shovel organizer. Let's see if that would be the main keyword. Oops, we have to. It's very hard to type with one hand. Shovel. Let's see the search volume. Nope, that's not it either. Hold on, let's go back up. This is also why Tools Home and Improvement is not fun. I don't think it's tool organizer because that's too broad. It'll show us a bunch. It'll show us ones for drills and stuff like that. Let's see, garden tool rack. It might be garden tool rack. Garden tool organizer. Let's see. There it is. Garden tool organizer. So we have 14,000 search volume. We'll go here to this tab so YT can see it. Yeah, I would say that these are all pretty relevant, right? Oh, and maybe I was wrong, to be honest with you. I don't think that it'll be as high. Oh, just kidding. I wasn't wrong. Okay, so let's pull up our X-ray tool. Hey, bro, just stopping by. What up, Alex? Good to see you, brother. Hope you're feeling, or hope you feel better, my guy. No, it wouldn't be wall mount for garage. That's too broad. So let's pull up our X-ray extension once it loads here. So you guys will see. I'll let you guys decide. Is this a good product to launch? No. Yes or no? Iman said it's not a seasonal product. It definitely does peak in the summer, but I'd say that this is still pretty decent search volume throughout the year, especially in January, which is probably one of the colder months. In December, November, it actually does well. December, it sees a little peak. No, average reviews are too high. So that's what I was saying. Where is it? Time. And it's okay that we went over it. I'm not trying to like prove you wrong, my guy. I'm just, this is all about teaching you guys. So notice how I was like, nah, we don't even need to spend our time on this product because we already know that the average reviews would be high. And so that's where we would just come and rinse and repeat the process. By the way, you guys, just for reference, let's stop sharing the screen really quickly. Just for reference, what up, Abukar? Every category that we look at when we do product research, I personally see at least 2 products that do meet the criteria. Now, I purposely will not go over those products because people might be like, why is this guy only showing products that don't meet the criteria? I'm teaching you guys how to analyze products and how to do product research. I see the products that meet the criteria every time we do product research, but I'm purposely not showing them to you because we have so many people who would, well, I don't even want to put it on you guys, but generally there will be so many people who will see that and be like, that's the product I'm going to launch. Shout out to this dude on TikTok Live, and he just found me a product. But it doesn't necessarily work like that, and I'm not here to just hand out products to everybody. I'm teaching you guys the method on how to do product research. There's a method to the madness, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we've gone over an hour of straight value. So I want to show this. It's my one shameless plug. We go live for an hour, and then you got to sit with me for 1 minute of a shameless plug. But if you guys want to learn exactly how I do product research, how I analyze products, more in-depth lessons, and maybe even have me select your product for you, go to the TikTok bio, check out the AMZ Masterclass site. You guys can go check out everything that's included. You can check out student results. You can check out, the student result videos and all of that. You guys could even watch this video. It gives a little training. But if you guys were interested in having me as your mentor along your entire journey, you would click yes, I want to apply. Jamie and Pretty, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate both of you. You'd go through this very quick application. Oh, it's already, hold on. I have to make sure that I don't dox myself right now with my information. Okay, this part I have to put down. You guys would answer these questions accurately. Don't fill it out like I am. And if you guys qualify for the program, because not everybody qualifies, we actually deny like 90% of applicants. You guys, if you did qualify, you would be prompted to this page here, and you would be able to select a time and date to hop on a call with my team. You guys would speak to Adam. Now, a lot of people think that Adam's probably just a salesperson or whatever, but I want to show you guys this really quickly. So Adam is actually a student in the AMZ Masterclass mentorship, and just to show you, so I don't want to dox my guy's full name here. Oops. So here's an announcement from today talking about our group call lesson that I'm announcing for this week. And this right here, this beautiful face, that is Adam. That is who y'all would speak to when you go hop on a call with my team. Adam is actually an Amazon seller. Adam is actually in the AMZ Masterclass. So he knows what he's talking about. Adam speaks for me. He's a super, super cool dude. I've never heard anybody who got on a call with Adam and didn't say Adam's an awesome dude. So he speaks for me. He'll be able to help you guys get more information about the program, create a unique plan for your unique situation. He's super dope, dude. So if you guys are interested, make sure that you go book your call to hop on a call with Adam. But is the call on the phone or online? It's via Zoom, so it'll be a Zoom call time. Quick checking, brother. I finally figured out how to send in all 30 boxes. Nice, Andy. Happy that you did, bro. But on that note, everybody, make sure you check out the AMZ Masterclass mentorship. Any mentorship students who are in here, I'm announcing something brand new that I'm releasing to the course. I don't even like calling it a course. Into the mentorship this Thursday. So make sure that y'all are on the call. It is going to be chef's kiss. I appreciate all of you. Make sure you guys go show some love to my last few videos. YouTube, I love you. TikTok, I love you. I hope everybody has a blessed day, blessed week, and I will see you on soon. Do you have a one-on-one call? Yes, all students get a one-on-one call with me, brother. I'll answer this one really quick.